recording in process. See, I did it this time.
And you did this time.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
We fucking took forever. It's gonna be the most chaotic show ever. What are you doing? This is the Tangential Exchange. I'm Alex.
Hey, Tripp, what's up?
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, whatever, man.
yeah.
I'll sit down at this point.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, really quick, guys. It took for fucking ever, but we like finally got this to work, and it was my fault. I didn't send him the information and everything. So we're just gonna go ahead and launch into it. What have you been up to? I can already tell people, but I would like to hear it from your words. What are you doing?
um, mm, uh, uh, Nothing
Come
of
on.
significance. I
Since
mean,
last we
not much.
spoke.
Uh, Chilled a little bit here and there. You were a part of one of the chills.
No, a big event.
Oh, big events?
You do
Not
not want to talk
much.
about it? We don't have to talk about it if you want to.
What big events happened?
Are you kidding me? You went to the hospital, dude.
Oh, I thought you meant of like recent.
Since last we
No.
recorded, it's been a minute.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a lot of ground to cover.
We got
Yeah,
time.
I went to the sweet hospital, having some lung problems, to the point where I was like, ooh, I might go. This might be it, but I didn't.
You were
So
like blue
we're
and
good.
everything. We don't have to get all serious, but like you were like blue and stuff, right?
No, but I felt like I was blue, but I don't think I was. But I was like,
Anyway,
if someone don't get here soon, I'll be going.
we almost recorded TTE from the hospital. Yeah, it's all worried. But yeah, that happened, and then
Next time.
yeah, next time. But yeah, you were over there, and everybody was worried about you, buddy.
Yeah, but it's all good now. Surviving.
Yeah, not smoking anymore, right? Not vaping, at least.
Oh no, no, no.
Wait,
If anything,
seriously, or
If anything, I just smoke very little pieces now. I don't think it was all vaping. I think it was a lot of a combination of things, but that definitely didn't help. So yeah, I definitely stopped doing the vape I had.
yeah, because that it's we're not gonna get all serious, guys, but like unlike with cigarettes, like the stuff with vaping has still not really been like monitored by like the medical field to see what it does to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, it was funny because the doctor there was like, uh, I still want to recommend it, but if you were gonna, I would go with cigarettes instead of like the chemicals that can reside in vapes or such. So I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, okay. So
Nice. Not nice, that's terrible, but anyway. What have you been watching? And I know you were hyping me up on a new release that's going to be coming out soon.
oh yeah, I watched it.
Oh, you watched Evil Dead? How
Yeah.
was it? Evil Dead
Oh man,
Rise. Is it Rising or
yeah.
Rise?
It's Rise because in a high
Rise.
rise in New York,
Oh,
or
okay. I
not
didn't
New
know
York.
that.
It's no, sorry, it's not New York. It's California because they have earthquakes. They mention earthquakes in the movie or so. I was like, oh,
There's a this is kind of unrelated, but there's the Paranormal Activity series.
hmm
There's one of them that like takes place in like an apartment complex. I think
hmm
it's called like the Marked Ones or something. It's really good. That when you were talking about it, that kind of reminded me of it. They and that one though, they get more like it's almost like the demons or whatever, give them like superpowers a little bit, but then slowly start taking the dude over.
is
It's like
that
it's
new
good.
or is it old or new?
Um, it's like it was from the original run, so I think it was probably the fourth one. Oh, what's that? Okay, cool.
Uh, my my thing was saying, your battery's low. I was like, I have you hooked up, you silly goose. Let me see that.
Yeah, anyway,
Hold on,
technical difficulties, guys.
hold on, timeout.
Timeout. Lucky we're not doing this live. We almost did that, guys.
Right?
Yeah, we almost had a YouTube live, and then YouTube is a bunch of elitists now, won't let you do like where you'll do a stream together unless like you have a certain I think it's like a certain number of like followers or like certain number of views or something.
Right.
It's like really dumb. I remember back in the day when they used to have the Google Hangouts that was like through there. Hangouts on
Mm.
Air, I think is what it was called. Anyway, no one cares about that.
Anyways,
Yeah,
who gives a
anyways.
fuck? Who gives
But
a fuck?
but yeah, was it how would you it are you like confident enough to rank it yet? Like the new Evil Dead or
Yeah, I had my own thoughts on it, and then after watching, I went to like Chris Stuckman and all the other reviewers that I usually watch and see what they thought, and then they thought basically the same thing. I was like, I can agree with that point and that point, but yeah, I think it had a little bit of humor with Sam Raimi in there. The gore is really cool. I think a different reviewer said that the gore wasn't as like wincing like it was in the Evil Dead 2013 reboot.
oh no,
But
story
no, it had a lot of gore, but the types of gore wasn't like you've seen the original, the 2013 one, right?
a long time ago. Yeah, I haven't went back and
Mm.
watched it since then.
Like they have the scary nail scene and like cutting off faces and
Oh fuck, I forgot about that. That was rough to watch.
right? Like those ones make you like like wince a little bit. This one had a lot of gore, but and this is his thoughts, but I was like, there was nothing in there gore wise. I was like, oh, but it's still had a lot of it, but nothing was like throw you off your seat or something. But it's still really cool. Then they had
Who
a really cool like ending.
who who like was making the point about the gore? Was that like Chris Stuckman or
I think it might have been Chris. I think so.
he's making a horror movie
Oh,
right now.
oh yeah, I watched the behind the scenes. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, man. He'll sometimes and I'm not the only one who does this. So everybody get off my back about this, but he'll and mostly my wife just like says that's very narcissistic of you, but like he'll review his old like home movies and stuff or like his own like little films that he did when he was younger. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not the only one who does this. I think I actually probably got a little bit of that idea from him. I'm like, that'd be kind of fun to look back on my stuff too.
Right. I saw him do his Indiana Jones one. That was fun.
That I want to see that whole. I know it wouldn't be great, but I do want to see the whole movie just to see, like, experience it. And he used to do those Halloween specials. I don't know if he does those anymore. I don't know if you remember those.
Mm. Yeah, I think he still does, but not as much because he has a kid now. So he's Mr. Kid Man.
Yeah. Um, your your thing's moving kind of slow. There's like a delay a little bit.
That's weird. Hmm.
Mm. It might be on my end. Is there like a lag or something, or is the bars kind of low? We can leave this in. I don't care.
It seems normal on my end. I can't tell.
It might just be my computer. But anyway,
Great.
um, we are we I had started that Night of the Batman thing back, and I know before you said you're not starting that thing. That's not happening.
Look what happened.
Yep, gotta get you back on there. But yeah, you haven't even made your premiere on there yet.
No, I haven't.
Look at me just talking about another show on this
Oh
one.
my goodness. Look at you.
Yeah, I was trying to think of any like really good. I started watching. I haven't seen the movie, but like that series Fargo.
Mm.
I started watching that, and that show's really good. It's by the same dude. We talked about this previously, like off mic, but like it's by the same dude who did like Legion and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's got like Joey King in it, but she's like, I'm pretty sure it was recently, and she's playing a 12-year-old, and like I'm like, I don't
Mm.
know, man. I'm like, I know how old like she is. Like, come on,
Right.
guys, a 12-year-old.
You can't fool me.
Yeah, you can't catch me. But yeah, anyway, that it's a really good show. It's got like Martin Freeman in it. You know Martin Freeman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from what do you know him from? I'm just interested because Amanda mentioned like one role. I want to see if you say the same thing.
He's been in a bunch. Sherlock, The Hobbit.
Yeah, she said The
Um,
Hobbit first.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
he was in Marvel. I think Black Panther he was in, right?
Yeah.
And
He plays the same kind of character in almost everything he plays, except for I guess The
yeah.
Hobbit.
No, but I do like his work. He's really cool.
Yeah. He does play the same kind of like shy, kind of like to himself dude, though, very like antsy kind of thing. Like that's like kind of
Have you
his
seen
thing.
Have you seen him in Sherlock?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I think I've ever saw him in was Sherlock.
Oh yeah, I love that series.
Yeah, I got this seems like it might be kind of a light episode, but I do have some tender stuff if we want to wait or want to go into that. We're both really tired,
Oh my
guys.
God.
Sorry. I started a new job. I can't even say recently anymore. It's a few months ago. And so like um
Well, we haven't recorded in a few months, so
well, it's weird though, right? Because like, off mic, like there's like this can be the most boring episode ever. But like I don't care. It's literally for me and you to listen to later. This isn't for anyone else. But like
unless you want to, it's fine.
yeah. But off mic, we're like, joking back and forth. Maybe it's because like I was cussing at my computer for about like 30 minutes earlier, where I was just like, I don't think we're gonna have a show today, dude.
Right.
Yeah. But what you were, I know we're working on a secret project we can't talk about. Or do you think it's safe to talk about that yet, or do you want to still keep it kind of under wraps?
With what?
With the project, the series we're working on.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can talk about it, but then if it never shows up, then we sound like gooses.
It wouldn't sound any worse than the other times because I was listening back to some I was listening back to some old TTEs, and it was just like,
It's like we never did that.
yeah, like we were working on remember we were working on that book one time?
Which one?
Like that book where you were gonna like draw certain parts of it and I was gonna write it. Like you were gonna draw
Right.
like the front cover or something.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, whatever happened to
I think it
that?
just like for me, usually with some stories, like sometimes I'll get really passionate about something and then like I'll hit a wall. And then sometimes I'll like, find a way to keep the story going. And then sometimes I'm like, I'll come back to this later, and then I just never do because there's like no way to get around that wall that I created for myself. So
Shame.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I've been what?
go ahead, sorry.
Speaking of art blocks,
Blah.
yeah, I've been wanting to draw lately, but I've only done little doodles, and I want to do something big again, but I haven't
Yeah,
had the brain power to do it.
how about
So,
you take some of that creative energy and work on that script for episode 2 of the thing we're working on?
oh, it's already done, baby. It's in here.
Yeah, no, I need
Yeah,
it written on paper though.
yeah. Give me a camera, and it's done. You'll just see it in motion, baby.
Oh, really?
Won't need nothing.
So we don't need a
Oh yeah,
script, okay? That's what I'm hearing from you. Oh, okay,
we're going
so
off the cuff.
let me remind you of something that we both covered at one point that you may have forgotten. It's called Terror Lake. Do you want that?
Hey man, I mean, I did pretty good on my last video, so I don't know. I could manage.
Wait, is that which one? Is that the one with the ceiling fan?
Yes,
Yeah,
iconic.
it was. How long ago was that? What have you done recently?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm just playing, dude. Don't get all serious on me.
I got a script. Don't worry,
Yeah,
it's right
I
here,
got
baby.
all up in the noodle, all up here.
And then we get there. I'm like, yeah, what's the next scene? You said you have this. I'm like,
You're
yeah,
like,
but
oh,
what's the
then
next scene?
the inside joke wouldn't work for anybody else but me and you. I was about to make a reference to what the title might be for it. Like,
All
hey,
right,
give me that good.
good.
Yeah,
It's working. So it's not gonna be the title.
you guys are gonna have to stay tuned. I guess the only thing I'll say now is that I've started writing the first episode for like a horror mini series called Red Grove. Some of you, if people that have known me before this podcast are listening, then you know that I already did a comic that we didn't end up. I did my end. I know that like we hit a snag with your end maybe back then.
Hmm.
Yeah, this isn't an attack trip episode. I promise.
This is an attack trip episode. Like they all are. Every episode is an attack trip episode.
You said it. Oh, dude. Last time did I talk about the convention?
Yeah, not online, but I think you mentioned a few bits to me.
Well, for our for our audience, actually, these get decent views, surprisingly.
Shut your mouth. It's
Like
just
some
you
of
watching it over and over again.
no, dude, like some of them get like one of them weirdly got like 91 views.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? Like I'm just like, why that episode? Because it's just like
I'm
a random,
concerned.
it's a random audio only episode. So I'm like, why that one?
Hmm, strange.
Yeah, weird. But
Weird.
anyway, you keep talking. I'm gonna check something real quick to see if I've talked about it or not.
I'm talking and I'm waiting. I'm talking and waiting. What you got going on your phone?
See how long ago this was. March 13th. When did I go? I'm just trying to see if I've talked about it already. That was March 13th. When was the convention? This is really
Unless you talked about
fascinating. Hold on.
something else.
Hold on. Shut up for a second. Let me just find it.
You told me to talk.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Hold on, I just gotta check something. What's that? What's
Yeah,
that?
whatever, man.
Are we just gonna talk over each other the whole time? We are really bad at this.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, no,
Sorry,
you
what I
keep
was
ripping. I'm
saying.
looking at something. Oh my god! God damn it!
Now I'm riffing again. Got the riff going on.
Hold on.
Riff through time.
No, I
Riff
didn't.
through
Okay,
time.
that
Move
other one
on.
was at March,
Okay.
so we're good. So I went to a convention. Sorry, I just heard a weird noise. It's about to be a horror movie. I went to a convention recently. It was the second time going to I think it was Triad. Which one did you go to? Was it where we met up? Was that Triad or Ichiban? I think it's Triad.
Ichiban.
Okay, so it was Triad. So anyway, me, Amanda, I'm just mentioning people that have been on the show because, like, like my other show, like What Me and that stuff. But you interrupted me. What's going on? But this is the most intense episode of TTE ever. But
Continue. Oh my god.
I would if you could quit talking over me. We're just playing, guys. We're not actually mad at each other. Everything's fine.
We're so mad. He's just covering it with jokes.
Oh shit. But
oh shit.
Where did the cork go? Anyway, so we went to the anime convention, second time going. First time I didn't know a lot about anime. This time I know like more because I've been reading a lot more manga and watching a lot more anime. But fuck off. But anyway, I saw you guys didn't see. He was over here going like this. Anyway, went with Sarah, Amanda, and her cousin. I didn't want to mention her name because I don't think we've mentioned it before, and also she hasn't been on the show, and I don't have permission from them to mention the name. So anyway, moving on. We actually made friends there and went to a party, which was really cool. Like we actually hit it off with some dudes there, and like we went to like an after party thing, and we went to a. I gotta get your opinion on this. Are you like a rave guy or no? Like, is that like your thing?
No, but I can enjoy a rave like in the right setting. But I don't. You typically go out and search for them. So
yeah, no. I know. For me, if I was not even told, I think that's how I got invited to the party. Actually, I was telling one of the guys walked up to me and he was like, "Yo, what's going on?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm way too sober for this." That was what I told him because I was. Everybody was dancing and vibing. I'm just like, I'm just being all awkward over here because I can't dance or anything, and I'm kind of just over here doing my own thing. I did jump around a little bit, jump around. You remember that?
You didn't do the little dance that you love, but I do the.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that.
No,
no, you do like this. It's like you shake you shake your hands like that, like you got like little like tambourines in your hands.
You didn't do that when you were there. That's a go-to move, man.
Or what's that, maracas or whatever? What's that? Is that like the thing that when you shake it, it kind of sounds like a rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Yeah, like maracas, like you got like little invisible maracas in your hand. But yeah,
I don't have any with me, but
okay, you didn't have to like it's good, we got it. But anyway, we got invited to that, and it was cool for the most part, but obviously your guard's up whenever you're around, people that you've just met. And so like it was one of those things where I was very like trying to be very aware of you gotta learn to mind your surroundings. Like Ra's al Ghul said from
Right.
Batman Begins. You never did learn to mind your surroundings. We gotta
Yeah.
yeah. But actually, anyway, I keep getting derailed. Hold on, I went on another tangent. So here we go. You got your coffee. I got my actual drink. It's Tripp's a baby. But I didn't say to the mic, hold on, so you can hear Tripp's a baby. But anyway.
This is vodka, bro.
Yeah, you're a liar. You told me it was coffee before this. Don't let him lie to you.
Sorry.
But I actually listened to Lana Del Rey's most recent album. There's a
Mhm.
tunnel under Ocean Avenue, I think is what it's called. Really long title. But anyway, I didn't love it. Like, I don't know. What have you listened to any of it, of her most recent album? I know Amanda's favorite is Norman fucking Rockwell. And I agree. Like some of
No.
the songs are more like they're really good. Like that's one of her best albums. For me personally, I'm more of a like classic Lana Del Rey fan with like her first two albums, like Born to Die and then the Ride one.
Mm.
Like that one was much more my thing. But like I do like her most recent stuff too. I think Amanda likes it because she's much more like, for me, I don't know about you, like for music, and I would never I might do a music podcast at some point. I don't know anything about music, but like I would be down to just be like, I like this or I didn't like this kind of thing. But what for you when you're listening to songs, do you really listen to the lyrics or do you just kind of try to vibe off of it and feel the vibe and like the melody and everything of it? Like what's your experience when you listen to songs?
I usually go for the vibe first because, like, you can interpret stuff differently to the vibe. But
Yeah.
if you listen to the lyrics, then sometimes it can be like, this is all it's about. I'm like, I like to interpret it my own way so I can get more
Sorry, there was a
juice
bug
off
in
of it.
here. But so
Sorry,
you
the
can
plug on my
there's a
screen.
plug on the screen. Oh my god. Dude, that's amazing. That's gonna
Did
be
I
the
get him?
clip. Like I'm gonna use that as a promo clip. That's funny. But yeah, like for me, it was because for me, like I kind of like weird music. I'm trying to I'm getting back into that now that I know I talk about this
Weird
every
music.
shut up. Anyway,
I
let me make
tried to.
my point
I
before
tried
you
to.
interrupt me.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, god damn. Anyway, this must be what it feels like to hang out with me. I'm like, god
So
damn.
you get it.
But like I even forgot my point. What was I talking about? It's Lana Del Rey, right?
Yeah, you said you like weird music,
Yeah,
and
yes,
then
yes. Yeah. Shut yeah, anyway, we're best friends, guys, I swear. But anyway, um the the album, like it was weird, like, but not like in the way I like. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, it was almost like it was recorded in a way that made it kind of like, and I'd have to listen to it again because I did buy the record, but like it's almost set up in a way that makes it obtuse, like where it's like hard to, I know using those big college words, but ooh, but it's like it's hard to get into because there would be like, for example, there'd be like vocals like of her just talking and it would echo like she was at a concert or something, and then there would be like dudes just like speaking in it, and then
yeah.
like music on top, like it was literally almost like when she was doing the sound edit for it, like she overlaid a bunch of stuff to where like it was really hard to actually listen to it, or maybe I had to just listen to it harder. I there's a guy, I don't always listen to all of his stuff, but he kind of made a similar point. I was just looking, I'm like, am I the only one that doesn't like this? I know Amanda's cousin, who's also a big Lana Del Rey fan, said that they didn't care for it either. um
Hmm.
but for me, like certain songs, and this was the frustrating part for me. Certain songs were really good and like rhythmic and like, you know, like really like a good listen, like good songs. But there was certain ones where I was kind of let down by it. Like there was one song on there by like Bleachers, with Bleachers featured on it, and it was okay. Like I was actually really looking forward to that when I heard. So I'm like, I love Bleachers, and then like I listened to it, and I'm like, this is an okay song. Like I like the chorus, but like overall, I'm like, this is all right. And I think I discovered what my problem is with it is Lana Del Rey with certain songs and like certain how she writes songs. She doesn't write songs that are rhythmic or like, you know, get stuck in your head like that. And kind of, it's more just like stuff will rhyme and she's singing, but it's almost like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's not like it's stuff that they probably wouldn't play on the radio, is the only way I know how to really say it.
Kinda.
Like where it's like it's something to where like this is lyrically this is a good song, but you're not going to see it like in the top 40 or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to hear it probably.
Yeah. We could do, I guess one day we could do a reaction to her album, but it would
Just
have,
talk over it.
yeah, just talk over the whole thing. And we'll be like, shut up, I'm trying to listen to the songs.
God.
God. But yeah, like it, I'm glad I listened to it. Like I don't regret like listening to that album. Like it was, there was certain songs on it. Like I really liked there was one song called Paris, Texas on it that was really good. And then like there was a song called The Grants that also, that was the first song on her album that was pretty good too. And
Oh.
there was like some stuff with like a preacher or something, like doing a sermon, and like it was all weird and echoey. See what I've discovered something about myself. I like weird music, but not weird to the point where it's just like, is this even a song? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Hey, I tried to show you Edge Runner music, and you was like, "What the fuck is
Oh, I
this
started
shit,
watching
son?"
that, by the way. I started watching
Oh,
that.
now you're a fan.
I started watching
Okay.
the Edge Runners.
Good. Maybe you'll like the music now. I tried to show you a while
Dude,
back.
dude,
You're like,
dude. Hey,
"Dude,
shut
what
up.
the
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
fuck?" Sorry, continue.
But the animation is like because most of the time with Netflix, they produce their stuff pretty cheap, but the animation is so good in that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's just really good, and like it kind of grabs you, like kind of like with Fargo. Like if you haven't watched that, go watch. I haven't seen the movie, but the show's pretty good. Um
Mm.
like that kind of grabs you to where, and I know for me, I can tell when a show or something is really good. Not for me, but for like Amanda will usually, like if we're watching something together, she'll be doing her phone like this and be looking at something, but like also listening to it and, you know, processing it. But if it's really good, like I noticed this yesterday when I was watching an episode of Fargo, and she hasn't seen any of it. She was just watching a little bit of what I had on already. But like she didn't check her phone once, and she was just like watching it and reacting and laughing and everything, and I'm like, that's right there, that's how I know it's something good, because she didn't once, like, you know, look at her phone or, you know, start doing like this or watching videos on it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's when you know.
that's
That's when
how
you
you
know.
know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, what
No,
do you
fuck.
but this is the most chaotic episode of TTE ever. You can tell we're off our game. We got to start recording like not every few months, but this is more just a time capsule for us, though. Honestly, I think we've said that in previous episodes.
Oh yeah.
All right, you
Yeah, and
talk. You talk for a minute.
I won't be able to do my D&D game until like a good minute. Like, I think we're gonna hold off for a second because a few of the players are on vacation. So
Oh
we're
wait,
gonna
what
wait
is
until
this?
like for D&D.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's the D&D. Are you a dungeon master yet?
No, I'm still a player, baby.
Oh, what? How does that work? Do you just like when you start a game? Do you just decide like who the dungeon person is, or do they decide? Is it like an experience based thing, or what is that?
It's I mean, yeah, whoever knows how to DM or dungeon master, then they do it. Because like I know a bit, but I barely know most of the shit I'm doing with my character. At some point, I'm like, wait, what's this spell? Wait, what's this? So I'm not ready to be a DM, but I want to eventually. I think that'd be fun.
You're like a novice, or if you want to be fancy, a novice.
Oh, oh.
But yeah, what do you you said that you haven't been drawing lately. Are you like watching anything or like reading anything or anything? Anything?
Are you doing
Are
anything?
you doing anything? It's
Um,
hilarious. I didn't mean for it to come out like that.
no, no, you said it. You
No,
said
no,
it.
no, you said it.
Um, um, let's see. Still Evil Dead, but that doesn't really count as otherwise. I've just been doing a lot of sorting, so like that's not really related to any
Sorting?
media of any sort. Yeah, sorting and like cleaning stuff up. And I just got these monitors working. At least got two working
You got
because
that dual
the computer.
monitor, that gamer setup?
Oh yeah, it looks
Oh
pretty good,
yeah.
but I don't have the third one working because my computer didn't have the right connectors. So I was like, oh, well, shoot. So, but I did little doodles. Like I've been doing dry erase board doodles. I think I posted a few of them, and
Did you?
other than that, yeah, I put them on my
On
Insta,
Insta?
baby.
I
Yep.
don't think you did.
Oh, I did.
Hold
That
on,
was
let
the
me
most
check this.
recent art.
I'm gonna call Tripp a liar if he didn't do it.
No, please.
No, please. That's the only thing I got. See what this. Okay, yeah, you got me this time.
Yeah, baby.
This doesn't even look like dry erase. It just looks like paper. That's probably why I didn't. Oh, okay. You can see kind of the. Let's see if that. Hold on. There we go.
Oh yeah, the dry erase marks. Yeah.
Yeah. Go follow him at. Do you want people to follow you or no?
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Or no.
Go
Or
follow
fine, no.
him at Rogue X Trip for more of his artwork. But yeah, cool. So fuck. Oh yeah, dude. I bought the Superman back in the there was that trend. I know you were alive in the 80s, so you probably remember this. But but back in the like when they used to have like this is the 2 night premiere of this big movie or something, the first time on cable basically. They had one for
Right.
Superman where they added a bunch of scenes, so it was like a 2 night event, and I bought it. The old 70s Superman movie. And so far, I don't know if you're like this, but for me, and it's not just I'm familiar with one version over another. Usually with that director's cut stuff, unless we're talking about this, then I know Justice League. This is
Oh
the
my goodness.
this is one of the only ones that I will like say that the director's cut is better than what they released in the theaters. But most of the time for me, or the Daredevil, there was a Daredevil director's cut that's pretty good. But for me, most of the time, whenever it's like the director's cut, it's usually just like an extended version of it that's not as good and has extra
Right.
scenes that kind of make the stuff drag. And oh my god, I was already warned about this with Superman the movie, the TV cut, but I was watching it and I'm like, certain things that they put back in, I'm like, man, they really just ruined this scene. Like there's a scene where his dad dies and like they add extra dialogue in it. I'm like, dude, it was so much more powerful when he just like gripped his like arm or something, because he actually researched that and that scene is still there, but like he kind of talks for a second. And like when he
Right.
just gripped his arm and just fell, like he studied like heart attacks basically and how they usually manifest, and it's not like this big thing where it's like he's on the ground, he's like, oh, I love all of you and stuff. It's usually like that, like really quick, where
Right.
it's just like they grip their arm and then they fall over. Sometimes they're lucky. Like my I guess we're getting personal in this episode, but my my grandfather had like heart disease stuff. It runs in the family, so I'll probably end up getting it too. But I'm fine with it. It's whatever, guys. Don't freak out or anything. But
Uh,
that's why I'm gonna make sure I stay healthy. So like maybe it won't be as bad. But he actually like he was lucky enough to where when the heart attack hit, he recovered because he was actually working out at the time and like getting like active. And I think that if he wasn't doing that, it probably would have been much worse.
right.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was just one of
Gotta
those.
take care of that heart.
Yep. You listen. You got to take care of your lungs too. All right. You listen. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, like I was watching it and I'm just like, man, I'm like, I know the Zack Snyder movie is long, but I'm just like, this is 4 hours, but like, yeah, I'm gonna show it again. Hold on, let me show it. Let me get it all up in there. But
Oh my goodness.
it's long, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't, other than like the end, like the epilogue, I can't really picture cutting out any scenes because like the way the story flows, like it's really good. I mean, there's some parts where maybe they could trim off like 2 seconds of it and it'd be a little quicker, but I don't know. The one thing I guess we could talk about this too. You know about the toxic fandom that's associated with Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? Or the Snyderverse.
Uh, Maybe. I don't think so. I mean, I'm
Dude,
sure I do. What is it?
it's getting sad. So basically, as much as I love this movie, this is probably one of my favorite. I'm gonna show it again. This is one of my favorite superhero movies. Um, I do think that like basically a lot of the people that are fans of Zack Snyder have like false hope right now because you got to think about it realistically. The dude is done, but he's also a director and he's like, this is his job. And so like he will tease stuff and kind of like be real though too and be like, hey, I don't have any plans in the future kind of thing, but also let me tease this. And like he's just trying to get another job, dude. Like that's the only you guys got to realize like he has no interest and he's probably just like fanning the flames because him and Warner Brothers like they ended up getting along like after the fact, but there's a lot of messy history there. So like my thing is like don't James Gunn is now doing the stuff. He's already said that they're not doing any Zack Snyder things, so just let it go. As hard as
This
that is.
time has passed.
Yeah,
Time has passed.
you got four. I'm gonna do it again. You got 4 hours. You got a 4 hour. The reason this is 4 hours is because he was never gonna make another thing in this universe again, and so he included all the scenes that I guarantee you, if it was released to a wide audience in theaters, this would be a 2 hour movie, and 2 hours would be missing from this. This was not going to be the version you got. The only reason you got this version is because it was the last thing, the last word in this universe that he was ever going to do.
Shame.
Yeah, and there's been rumors recently. It's like, oh, maybe they'll sell it to Netflix, guys. Warner Brothers is not going to sell their characters, even if it's Zack Snyder's version. They're not going to sell their characters to Netflix. That's not happening. Let's be real here,
Sorry.
guys. Come on. Like he's not even associated with Warner Brothers anymore. He's making Netflix stuff. And somebody pointed this out recently. Like, how about instead of like be thankful for that 4 hour fucking movie you got? And I didn't mean for that sound as angry as I did, my bad. But whoa. But be thankful for that you got that because honestly, like a lot of people want like the director's vision for like some people want the Suicide Squad by David Ayer. I don't want it. I don't care. I've seen what little bits he's shown, like those little images of Jared Leto. I'm like, dude, we're better off. Like just that first movie was bad, but like judging off some of these images and how Jared Leto looks, I'm like, dude, it could have been worse. Like honestly, like it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be. I'm gonna do it one more. It's not gonna be this. It's not gonna be this, guys. It's just not. Like we got lucky. Stop. We got lucky with this. Sorry, it's just right here. I keep grabbing it. I also got this over here too. I haven't watched.
I also got Batman Forever on Super Nintendo.
Dude, we got to do that for Night of the Batman, dude. We got to do like a Let's Play.
I have it.
Yeah, dude, we got to do like. I'm serious. We got to do a Let's Play for Night of the Batman. I did one thing. It was called Night of the Batman. It was like Bats in the Controller type thing. Like that was the name for it. We should like revive that and we could do like a playthrough, at least a little bit of it. I mean, if it sucks, older games are really hard, guys. I don't know if you know that.
It's a 2D, but I remember playing it, and yeah, so sometimes I don't even know if I can do a playthrough because sometimes they're so hard because they're like made to be hard so they can last longer because it's short games.
Yeah, because that and like some of the older games, people don't realize it's like we are like babied. Sorry, there's a fly in here. We are like babied right now with like how games are. Where like I remember playing a game and there was a part of it that I had a hard time getting through. And at one point, the game prompted me with, "Do you want to just skip this and skip to the next part of the game?" And I'm just like, dude, if that's a thing, like imagine like people now, like, people that are used to like modern games trying to like us trying to go back and play like the older. Did you play that back in the day or is that like a recent purchase?
No, I that was one of my games I had as a kid, and yeah, I played it when I was younger, and I got not so far, but I got kind of far.
Yeah. The because I think it's Batman and Robin, the one that has like the 3D kind of like platformer thing where you can actually like fight
Mm.
or something. And I think that's Batman and Robin, which I've actually heard, despite that movie. Sorry, Amanda, I know it's your favorite movie, but I mean, I don't hate it. Like it's like it's so just like a basic. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of Batman stuff, so we're gonna talk about Batman a little bit. But it's such a
You
basic.
save it.
You save it for the other podcast. It's such a basic Batman opinion to be like, oh, Batman and Robin sucks. I'm like, there's good scenes in it. I won't say it's my favorite. Like, it's definitely a flawed movie, but there are definitely moments in it where I'm like, nah, this is solid. Like, there's certain parts of it where, like, it's like it's fine. I'm pissed off at the fandom though. For there's a moment in one of the special features for Batman and Robin, like whenever you buy the disc, it has the you remember when you remember back when you remember when like DVDs used to have like featurettes and stuff on them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There used to be one where it was like I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but Joel Schumacher is talking and he's basically apologizing for that movie. He's like, if I upset anyone or did anything to make anyone mad, I am truly sorry because that was not my intention. I'm like, that's bullshit, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
his creative thing that he did. I know toy companies got involved, but that's bullshit that a director has to apologize for something they made. I hate that. I hate that
Right.
fandom back then got to that fever pitch where they made a man who made that stuff apologize for making something Batman related. Like, fuck that.
Shame.
Yeah, shame. But
Just
yeah,
like when what?
no, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Who was it? Kevin Costner joined Batman. They hated it.
Kevin
Was it
Costner?
Kevin Costner? Oh no, who's the guy that did Batman? That's that everyone was like, "What the fuck? He doesn't look like a Batman, not Bruce Wayne."
Oh, Michael
Not Kevin
Keaton?
Costner.
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
first
I
movie?
was
Is
maybe. Yeah, I think so.
it the
Michael
first
Keaton.
one?
Yeah,
Because I know that one, they were just like, what, Mr. Mom?
yeah. That's the guy I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Keaton, dude. Here's my thing. For that version, I didn't know this was going to be a Batman related thing, but
It's
for
not. Cut it.
but for that version, like the loner version of Bruce Wayne that doesn't really talk or come out of his mansion or anything, is kind of like a recluse. That fits for that version of Bruce Wayne. If you're going to do a traditional one, he doesn't really fit that mold.
So,
Yeah. I'm interested to see the Flash movie though, even though like problematic people aside.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
be
not
hard
gonna
to
go.
watch that. One more time because I could do this, especially with
Oh
with
man.
him right here
Oh
with the
no.
Flash involved.
So yeah, well, where's it gonna go at the red carpet premiere? Is it just not gonna be there, or
I don't
I
know
don't know
what
how
they
that's
are
gonna
gonna
go?
do, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
They
I guess we'll see how it goes.
apparently they are doing very limited press, and I guarantee you it's gonna be pre-planned like shit, where it's just like you stick to this. You tell the press, stick to this script. You don't go off it, and don't say anything about like the incidents or anything like that.
Right.
I'm done, dude. Like that's the thing with that. Like they ruined Perks of Being a Wallflower for me a little bit because Ezra Miller is in it. And I mean, even back then, Ezra Miller wasn't my favorite part of that movie. In fact, I thought like I'm like uh they are fine. Like I'm like it's
Mm,
not the highlight. Like it's fine. Like I don't know. But yeah, it sucks. It's kind of like with Max Landis because I know I've talked about this before, but with Max Landis, a lot of his like screenwriting stuff or his pitches were really great and helped inspire me to be more creative when I wrote scripts. But then when that other stuff came out, I'm like, I could just not. I don't associate with this piece of shit anymore. Like I'm kind of done. Like
mm.
I don't think he can even get a job anymore. Like I think he does like creative, like I'll give you guidance on your script and stuff. And I'm like, I honestly like even if it was low hanging fruit, I would never have him on any of my shows, dude. Like just because
Mm.
of what kind of person that guy is, I'm like, no. Like I would just straight up, I don't watch his videos anymore. I don't associate with that person anymore. Like it sucks, man. It sucks that recently I've
Right.
noticed, and maybe it's just like a recent thing with Hollywood that we're just more aware of how these people are behind the scenes. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, it seems like everything just opening up nowadays. So it's probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Um,
but also sucks that it's like, oh man, I used to like that guy.
yeah, it's rough, but honestly, for me, accountability matters more than entertainment. Because I'm like, I
Mm.
don't have to. For me, the only reason I'm going to go see The Flash is because I have a Batman related podcast that I'll probably end up reviewing it on my channel or not on my channel, on my podcast. It's so weird trying to
Right,
go ahead.
because Batman's in it. I saw the trailer. I was like, oh.
It's dude, it's so funny though, right? Because like multiple uh podcasts I've listened to, like when they talk about their friends and stuff that aren't in the world of comic books or don't know a lot about it, they'll just be
Mm.
like, "Yo, I can't wait for that new Batman movie," and they're like, "What Batman movie?" And they're like, "You know, the Batman movie with Michael Keaton." And it's like, "You mean the Flash movie?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, whatever. I don't care
Oh,
about that. It's a Batman."
right. Batman. Mm.
Yeah, that's the reason they did it. Hot take, and I might be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong about this. I don't think it will be as good as No Way Home.
Mm.
What do you think?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home.
They're totally different movies, man. I
But
don't know.
they each have like the multiverse thing going on.
Oh yeah. Hmm. Wait, No Way Home didn't have multiverse. Oh wait, no, it
What
did.
are
You're talking
you
about the new one,
talking
right?
about? Yes, it
I
did.
was thinking about I was thinking about Homecoming. Sorry, I was like, wait a second,
Oh my
what?
god.
No, No Way Home. Yeah, I totally blanked on that movie. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the Flash movie is to restart everything. That's the only reason they're continuing to make it because they're like, we already got
Yeah.
so far, and this is what's going to reboot the series, so we have to have it, and we already record or filmed so much of it. Now we have no choice.
Bro, do you remember
So,
when back in 2016 they announced that the Flash movie was going to be coming out? It's been like almost 8 years now, and that movie is just now coming out.
mm-hmm.
Let that
it's
sink
gonna
in for a second.
it's gonna restart the DC for them, and then he's gone.
I
And
just
Ezra Miller's gonna be like, yeah, we get faded off or something. I
yeah,
don't know what they're gonna do.
because James Gunn or like the thing now is they haven't officially announced that they're kind of done. Like Warner Brothers is done with them, but I guarantee you that they're holding off on that until the movie comes out because they don't want to be like, oh, we're done with this person because then people be like, well, what does it matter? Then like people won't go see it. It's like that's the kind of the mistake they made with Shazam 2, which I actually really did like that movie. But like they basically said like it doesn't really tie into anything. It's kind of just its own separate thing. And a lot of people now are universe minded where they're like, how is this gonna pay off? Like when I pay for this, realistically, how is this going to like feed into the next movie? And if it's not, like people spoke with their wallets. I know the first movie, which it's sad, right? Because the first Shazam movie was really good, but the second, I did like the second one too, but I think the first one didn't make a lot of money, and they made another
Mm-hmm.
one, maybe hoping it would make more. But the problem is, and I did like the villains in it, but they were like original villains, and I'm like, if you want to draw people in, you have to have like honestly, The Rock would play well with others, he probably would have been in the sequel. That's kind of what they were setting up, but they deleted the scene where it's like, well, what's that other throne right
Who's
there?
there?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And so, because The Rock wanted to fight Henry Cavill instead of Zachary Levi, we had what we had. I mean, I like the movie. Me personally, I liked it, but thinking from like a studio box office place, you have to have somebody that's like, recognizable for like you to get a big turnout for that movie, especially if the first one didn't make a lot of money.
Which is a dang shame.
It really is, man. You want to go ahead and get into the well, let me take another sip. You get a buffer.
Oh my god.
All right, anyway. Did you want to go ahead and get to the tender stuff? I have some stuff prepared.
I didn't even know you were gonna bring that up, but sure, man, do it.
I mean, it's a popular segment where we talk about like, different tender stuff and like react and kind of laugh to it. I laugh to it. That's such a weird sentence I just said. But for me, I know we haven't done it in a while. It'd be kind of fun to like, this has been a heavier episode than usual. What's going on
You
with that?
you're what?
What?
How could you?
Do you want me to just read the first one?
Yeah, read it, man. Let me see what it's about.
All right, this is a message, like one of those DM things. Why did I have to explain it more? You knew what I meant. But we're gonna get through this, I swear, guys. But
Everyone on the side's like, oh my god.
oh my god, they turned off like 2 minutes ago.
Right.
But they said, "Hi, how are you?" And then the other person said, "I'm good, and you?" "Very good. A relaxing Sunday evening from the weekend. Speaking of which, how was yours?" It sounds good so far, right? Said, mine was good, okay, I guess. And he's like, "Do anything good?" And then here's the part, like, it sounds good so far, right? Like just normal, like friendly conversation. Yeah,
Right.
went to the mall, found out I'm pregnant.
Nice.
What? How do you go to the
Just
mall and find out you're pregnant? Did she get a pregnancy test at the mall? Like what?
or maybe it was like separated. Like went to the mall, then later found that out.
Yeah, it's
Let's go
not
to the
very
mall to find
clear.
that out. Yeah.
But the guy said, "Whoa, congratulations," which yeah. And
Yeah.
then her response, "Eh." It's hilarious,
Wow.
dude.
That's good.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Next one is great, right? I'm not going to say the name, even though it's on the Tinder Reddit. I'll let you guys come search that out yourself. But just for respect of the person, I'm gonna say their name is M. So M,
Mm.
like, and this is important. This next part. So in the bio, it said, "This account is run by M's current boyfriend. I want to find her a replacement before I break up with her."
Wow.
Dude, what would you like realistically, what would your reaction be if somebody, you were dating someone and they made you an account so that they could find you someone else to be with?
If I didn't know about it, then I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like you didn't ask for that, but like also I'm like, would you be mad? Like I don't know, man. Like how would you, because like based off the wording of that, it sounds like that relationship isn't that serious. So like I don't
Mm.
know how I'd react to that. Like it would be one of those things
If
where like I'd be weirded out maybe.
if it was talked about, but at the same time, like, why couldn't they just do it themselves if they was talked about? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. Is like, why go to the extra effort? I mean, like, I don't know. I would love to be a fly on the wall in that particular, like, whenever the other shoe drops and M finds out that like her boyfriend, soon to be ex, was like made her a Tinder account so that he could set her up with somebody else so they could finally break up. Like I don't know, man. That's like, it's so weird. Like I don't know. What do you like? I've never even
Yeah, I don't know.
encountered anything like this, and like if they're friends or anything.
Yeah, it makes it. I mean, it might be fake, but still, like, I don't know. That sounds pretty weird.
Yeah. You ready for the next one?
Oh, give it.
All right. We're just gonna call her instead of C, I'll just call her Car. Um, this is I think this is a joke description, by the way, but I'll just get your honest reaction to it. Okay, here we go. Uh your face.
Mm.
Okay. Losing my virginity was a lot like my first football game. I was bloody and sore, but at least my dad came.
Delete. 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 Delete.
Yeah, man. Like that has to be like a bot. Like there's no way that's real.
I pray.
Yeah,
Delete.
I'll send you the picture afterwards and you can kind of determine what you
No, it's
think.
fine. I don't want
Oh yeah. No, no, it's fine. We've heard enough. But
it.
yeah, anyway. Um next one. It's a DM instead of like an account info thing. Um I'm just gonna call her K. K says you're gross, and then the person back says you're gross too. And then Kate says, no wonder you're unemployed. Why's your name Ben? Whatever. Anyway, don't know the last name. Why's your name Ben? I'm confused. Are you 5'9"? Ew. Maybe you should cut back on the chicken.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's not done, dude. It's not done.
Oh man.
Uh Ben's response back, bruh, what? What did I do? Laugh my ass off. No, not really. Well, maybe a bit. You're mental if you think you're in any way attractive. You make me want to pull my eyeballs out.
Wow.
What the fuck? That's got to be like one of those like prank accounts. There's no way that's real. Like there's got to be somebody just
Yeah,
fucking with somebody.
it has to be because my goodness.
The person says this. I fucking cut the shit. I already called him Ben. Ben says this went on for a while before I unmatched and reported her. I'm like, I would be done after the first like one or two insults. I would be like, all right, bye. Like,
Yeah, I would just
I
block
wouldn't
and
even
report it.
bother with it. Like that's my like I don't know. Maybe I have less patience than other people. Whenever other people tell me their stories, are like, yeah, like they did this or something. I'm like, why are you still putting up with that? Like, just just block them. Like I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, blocked and report it, or you can just message and see where it goes if you're like
Tripp,
morbidly curious.
come on.
I mean,
You
don't
yeah,
do
don't.
that.
There we go. Give our viewers good advice. Don't do it. All right, there's like a few more, but I'll try to find I'll just go through them.
Yeah,
This
come on,
next
get it,
one.
get it.
Yeah. Um oh my god. Uh this one. I'm not joking. You're gonna pay for the dates until you feel comfortable getting intimate with me. What do you think about that? If a girl messaged you that, what do you think? Basically demanding you're gonna pay for the dates until like you feel comfortable getting with me, basically. If
I'd be
you're
like,
comfortable for the first date, then they have no ground to stand on.
wait, but I'm not comfortable. No, no, no.
No, that was
Uh,
not the deal.
I would say,
Jokes,
no,
guys,
thank
jokes.
you. Jokes. No, I
Yeah.
would say no, thank you.
All right, next line. Oh, you for real? Yeah. LOL. What's wrong with that? It's 2023. Like I said. I guarantee you, when they wrote that, if they actually said it, they would do their head like that. I could see it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
What do you think of that, man? Like, what do you? I don't. For me personally, like, if somebody started demanding that, like, for me, like, I was raised a certain way to be like, I pay for the dates, at least the first one or the couple first ones. But like, if somebody demanded you're gonna pay, what do you think of that?
I would say no.
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah,
that's really presumptive to think. Like, what if you don't have a job right now? Like, what? That's really presumptive to think. Like, oh, since since basically like this is how society says, this is how I'm gonna like you're gonna have to do it. First off, anybody comes up to me and starts demanding, be like, you do this, you do that, I'm like automatically gonna be like, no, like my already wall is gonna be up. I'm like, no, like I'm not gonna like. There's a certain way to say things to people to where they'll take it easier, and it's not like sitting there and barking orders, especially if you're trying to date someone. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, but like, what does it say about the rest of the relationship if you're already demanding that? It's like, nah.
Yeah, because usually like for most people when they're starting a relationship they try to, whether you realize it or not, you try to put your best foot forward. And
Hmm.
if that's their best foot, you're better off just curbing that, getting away from that foot, get the fuck away from it.
Scoot, 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 scoot away.
Yeah, just go step over that foot.
Just walk it over.
Yeah, just back up, reverse. Yeah, anyway, next one is from a dude I'm just gonna call H, and honestly I don't think I should do him this favor. He sounds like a fucking asshole, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
Oh
call
man.
him, it's like Ola, it's spelled Hola. I'm not gonna reveal anything
Oh,
else because like I'm at least gonna do the person this favor by being like, I'll reveal the name, but I'm not gonna reveal like anything else about them. So anyway, about first off, just trigger warning for anybody. This is going to be offensive. So just hang in there with me. First line, okay? No fat women. No, no fat woman, not women. So first off, no fat woman, no woman with kids, no woman with toxic behavior, no woman with ex issues, no woman that believes in tarot readings. That's like a weird thing to get. I'm not done yet, but that's like a weird thing to get like be like, no, none of this. Like what's wrong if that's like their thing? Like I've people I've encountered that have like the tarot reading stuff, like they're usually like they're pretty cool, like they're chill. Like I don't know, is that like your
yeah.
experience too?
Yeah, I have a few tarot cards of my own, so
I guess
you
we're
wouldn't
not
like me.
toxic.
That's
I guess we're not toxic men, Tripp. I guess
I
good
mean,
for
who's to
us. I
say?
guess
Good for you.
yeah, good for you. But anyway, um, no. I already read that. No woman with fake nails. What the fuck? Fake eyelashes, fake hair. No woman that have ass pictures surfing the web. No woman making less than 30K. No
Oh
woman
wow.
with high school diplomas only. What the fuck? No woman with daddy issues. No woman with attitude. No woman that talk with them hands. No woman that say periods with a hard T at the end. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Dude, am I are we just not, are we not picky? Like look at this. Like all this criteria that this dude has. Are we the problem? Like are we just not picky enough? Like is it us or is it this guy? What do you think?
That's probably too far. It's fine to have like preferences possibly, but like that's over the board. That's overboard.
Well, my thing, right? Like you're on a dating app, right? So your
Mm,
whole goal is not only to tell like what your interests are, but also potentially attract someone that would be interested in you.
mm,
Immediately, if you start in with this, know that, like you start making demands like that, you're instantly going to turn off anyone that would even have the slightest interest in you. Just like some
right.
advice for people out there, like one off, don't be a piece of shit like this guy. Well, let's just be real. This guy is a piece of shit. He is way too, there's a reason people like that are single, is because they're way too, one, people that usually make demands like that aren't a prize themselves. Usually they're just like kind of like usually people like that don't like women. Well, let's just be real. Most
Shame.
dudes, like I'm not saying all, but a lot of dudes like the idea of women, but like don't actually like them in real life. Like they just the littlest slice thing would set them off to where like, it's like, oh, I guess it's their thing. Like this person is not an introspective person where they're like, well, maybe I need to work on this. Like, no. Like they're like gonna immediately point out and they're immediately gonna be like, guarantee you this dude is like anti-feminist stuff. I guarantee you he doesn't like Miss Marvel or any of the other, well, I or Wonder Woman or anything. I was trying to think of a good movie, but I like parts of Miss Marvel, okay?
Yeah,
um
it has parts for sure.
but yeah, anyway, we're gonna move on because it's controversial. But anyway, that's another podcast where we'll talk about our rankings for that kind of stuff. But next one, the name is blotted out, but I'm gonna see if this one's worth reading. Oh yeah. This one's kind of funny, but it's only funny when you get to the last part. So, about me, long term, stable relationship where I believe that relationships are built of trust and mutual respect. Sounds really good so far, right? Like, good, like,
Hmm.
she's setting out what she wants, she's being very clear on, like what, basically like her whole, like what she expects and everything. It's really like, sorry, I'm just trying to experiment with this thing. But it's like,
Now,
yeah,
she's in
it's
the
gone.
beginning.
Hold
No,
on,
I
guys,
like
hold
it.
on.
Turn it back on. I want it on. Put it in the background.
There you go.
There we go. That's
But
what I wanted.
anyway, here's where it takes a turn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I am super excited to see the gifts you bring on our first date.
Nah.
What?
Nah. What?
What? Dude, this gets right back to that whole thing. And it's cool to like be upfront with what you expect in a relationship. But I tell you how many first dates I've had. I'm not going to give somebody a gift on my first date. You don't know where it's going to go or if it's going to be worth your time. You don't demand get what the fuck is wrong with these people?
There's people out there like that, man. That's crazy.
Have you met anybody like that where they demand gifts on the first date?
No, no, not that. I don't
It's
think so. But
weird,
there's
right?
definitely, yeah, for sure. I'd be like, no. Here's the flower I found outside. I don't know you.
This next one's okay. So we're just gonna call her G. Um she says, "Hey Jay," and I'm sorry, that's the only way I know how to abbreviate the dude's name. His name is actually Jay. But he says back, "Hey gorgeous, how's your weekend so far?" And then she said, "You come to mind." He's like, "I could do." There's like weird X's at the end. Is that like a thing? Like, do you know about like what's that? Is that like just like a signature thing? I remember old text message used to be able to include like a signature on it.
Mm, I don't know.
It's
It
like a
could be.
lowercase x.
Yeah,
I
not
don't know.
sure.
What might just be a quirk of because the other person matches it by like doing like the little thing too. But
Right.
so I could do X. I'm not gonna include the X. It's weird. You
Yeah.
coming? Sure. Whereabouts are you? Do you drive? As long as you promise not to steal a kidney, I do. But it says we are close. She's like, what does that mean? He's like, I'll come if you promise not to steal one of my kidneys. I do drive, but it says we're less than a mile away from each other. And then the person says, ring me.
Mm.
Dude, Tinder's a fucking cesspool, man. Since I got with my wife and like we're married now, I feel like Tinder's just gone downhill, bro. What do
No
you
doubt,
think?
no doubt.
Have you used Tinder within recent years or no?
Um, I deleted it a while back, but I think I brought it back like a few months back and just like scrolled through real quick, and I was like, nah, I'm not about it. I deleted it again.
I
So
understand.
every now and again, I might bring it back, but I don't really care for it.
I
From what I've
understand.
seen on that, I'm like, nah.
Are you more of a Bumble guy? I've never tried Bumble. Bumble came out after I started dating Amanda.
I think I tried Bumble a while back. So same around the same time as Tinder, I think, and it seemed fine. I don't know. I was just like, but both of them are just like,
I got you. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. This guy's name is M. Um, or I'm just calling him Michelle because we already had somebody else named M.
oh my
56.
gosh.
This is important. 56. Self-employed at mine. Straight. Ew. I'm just kidding. um, and I'm gonna the rest of it. I don't want to reveal people's locations. It's on the Tinder Reddit page if you want to see it. But about me, I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into, but I'll try to find it out. All right, here we go. Already off to a bad start. I'm a good man looking for a good woman to spend my life with. It's weird. Um, Swipe left, go figure. If you're woke with quotation marks, not also this is going to be triggering to people. So heads up, this guy's an asshole. Just heads up for people. But if you're woke, non-binary, gender fluid, or some other type of oddity, fuck, this guy's an asshole.
Wow.
And then just, dude, it gets worse. Swipe left if you think Brandon won the 2020 election without fraud. Basically talking about Biden. Like that's like a common thing with like the extreme
All right.
conservatives. Yeah, where they'll be like, go Brandon. I don't really understand it. I don't really care to understand it. So like in the comments, like you don't have to explain it to me. I don't care. If you want to be like, hey, this episode was great, then do that. But like, don't be like, yo, this is what this means. I don't care, guys. I don't care. But
Hey, I watched the 5 minutes. It was pretty good.
yeah, I'm like, clearly based off if you just read my info, I have a Black Lives Matter like link for donations and stuff. Like clearly you're not gonna win me over with any kind of like this is what the right wing thing means. I don't give a shit. Anyway, um swipe right if you're interested in a gentleman with all the aspects of what a real man should be: loyal, supportive, protective, loving, chivalrous, creative, hardworking, conservative man.
Oh.
First off, I feel like once you're a certain age, you shouldn't even be allowed to use Tinder anymore. This motherfucker's 56.
Wow.
Yeah. And just, do you want me to read you the follow up to it? Somebody messaged this
Sure.
asshole.
Oh, wow. Sure.
This person said, literally only swipe right on you to tell you that you should probably take some time to remove that tinfoil hat you're wearing, thinking Agent Orange won the election, and actually read a bio. Otherwise, you may end up matching with a scary trans person. Oh, wait, that already happened. And they send like a little kissy face emoji. That's great. I
Wow.
love that shit. Good, good.
Got him.
Okay, I'm gonna get your opinion on this, right? So like you're on like a dating app, right? And someone sends you this with like zero context. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that's like you did say it. Fingers looking too good. What?
No.
What does that even mean?
No, I don't want it.
Is there like a finger fetish? I know
I'm
there's
sure
like
the
a
fast for
foot.
anything.
I've heard of a foot fetish, but I've never heard of like fingers. Like really? Of all the things to notice about your fingers are looking too good. Like what? Oh, weird. And then the person said, "Man, what do I even say to this?"
Right.
I'm like, I would just unmatch, honestly.
No.
Okay, this next person is to the point. All right, this is another message. You masked with blank because the name is whited out. But what's up? Our top? I am fucking bottom. I need big and thick. Come to explode my ass.
What the fuck?
I know, bro.
Tim.
What would be your next step if somebody sent you that?
I'm sorry, you got the wrong number.
Off mic, what would it be?
Get over here.
Oh, yeah. Come on, here you ready? It's hilarious.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
All right, so this has never happened to me in my brief time on Tinder. I was on there for a few years, guys. Don't let me lie to you. But
bless your heart.
pleasure. You were on there longer. Fuck you. But anyway, this is another direct message. The person asks, "You're a web designer?" I am for the past 9 years. I need a website built for hair. No offense, but I'm not on. I'm on here to date. LOL. No offense, but I am not. None taken. So what are you looking for on here besides a web designer? LOL. New clients for my hair.
All right.
What the fuck? They went on there for a web designer? Are you serious? Like,
wow.
what are the odds?
And they found them.
like what, like realistically, because like you swipe through so many people, like what are the odds that if you go somewhere like a website that has web designers that are there to help you do the job, don't go on like a dating app to find like a web designer for your hair. Like what the
Was it not in
fuck?
their bio? Maybe they put in their bio it'd be one
that's
thing, but
that's probably it. They probably did, but I'm like, it's a dating app. Like you're there to date. You're not there to web design. It's weird. Anyway,
shame.
and then the person said, "This is the type of shit that makes these apps so frustrating." If I was them, I don't know what gender the person is, but if I were them, I would probably just take the web designer part out of the bio, and then maybe that would help. That way you curve some of that stuff.
Right.
But this one actually is just funny. Like this one isn't like offensive or anything, at least so far what I think. I don't know. But
Thank goodness.
yeah, we'll see. But the person says, "How sturdy is your nightstand?" Oh. Your face. Half the time I read these just to see your reaction. So your face always like nice.
The fuck? What the fuck?
um the person says it's IKEA mid 2000s, so depends what you have in mind. In this case, they make them exactly like they used to. Okay, completely just could have had game right there or anything. But
Right.
LOL, more so what if it would withstands a one night stand, LOL. So clearly like be like, yeah, let's get this going. And then the person, you're looking for a hookup? Like what like realistically, what gave that away? Because logically, I'm reading this, I'm like, clearly, dude, clearly, it's a reason you know. But hope the person doesn't end up watching this. But roasting them.
Aw.
Too hard to answer. I'm moving from, and it's blotted out soon, so don't want anything serious. And the person back, oh, I meant to buy a nightstand. I could hook you up. Move. Laugh my
Nice.
ass off. Well played. That's very clever. And then follow up. So that's a no. I'm not talking to you. Sorry, my Apple Watch started talking. I hate that shit. Started talking to
I didn't
me.
know we had someone else in the podcast.
Oh,
Okay,
we have a
hello.
third guest. It's Siri.
Oh,
Don't start talking. But yeah, you. But anyway, this is the most chaotic episode ever. But so that's a no. LOL. So the person back. This actually kind of smooth. So you never asked a question. It's like, want to hook up? Nothing back.
damn.
That was the end of it. So this one,
Lost it.
this only works if I show you. And I'm gonna try to blot out the dude's like name, but this only works if you see this first.
Right.
Yeah. So just that with that in mind. C. I'm not gonna reveal the age because it would give too much away. But impeccable genetics, already really weird. Superior intelligence, here to give the gift of my seed to fertile women of the highest quality.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm just gonna reveal it. This dude's name is Chad.
I know.
What is that like? Explain the whole Chad thing to me. Like, what is that? Like, is that just like a way to describe like just like really masculine dudes? Because sometimes people will describe that as like a positive, be like, oh, it's such a Chad move and everything. Is that just a way to describe like a man now? Is it like meme slang or something? Do you know?
Um, I don't know. You'd have to look up the origins, but for Chad, it's usually like the sick brain jock dude is what I remember being
Yeah,
sad for.
right. But yeah, that
Yeah.
has to be a fake account. There is no
Oh yeah, for
way.
sure.
There's no way some dude realistically said, or maybe there is. I don't know. I've seen weirder before. Maybe
There's
that's real.
yeah, there's some people out there.
Yeah, there definitely is. So it's getting late, guys. You have anything else, or do you want to go ahead and wrap this thing up?
Nothing I can think of currently.
All right. We promise the next episode will, occasionally on TTE we get a little chaotic and a little bit like scatterbrained, but promise the next one will be a little bit more organized. Anyway, hope you enjoyed
No
this
promises.
episode. Wait, what?
I said no promises.
Yeah, no promises. That's right. But anyway, I'm Alex.
Hey, I'm Tripp.
And this has been the Tangential Exchange.
Tangential! Tangential!
Nice. Boy.
Oh,
Working all our catchphrases. Yeah, whatever, man.
whatever, man.